Many people once called Ace a fool. They said he was reckless, stupid, even that because of one split-second decision to turn back, everything, all the blood, sweat, and tears poured into saving him, became meaningless. Even Akainu, the red dog himself, never imagined Ace would actually turn around. But he did, because for Ace some things were worth dying for. Some say that if Ace had just kept running, he might have survived. Others say, if he had simply shouted, "Dad, please save me," maybe things would have ended differently. Maybe he wouldn't have died that day. But Ace wasn't that kind of man. He never was. Even if you rewrote the Marineford War 1,000 times over, Ace would still turn back, still stand tall, still throw himself into danger. Because the man who had been insulted was Whitebeard, the father Ace respected more than anyone. And the one he was trying to protect was his little brother, Monkey D. Luffy. The one person in the world he couldn't bear to lose. People might say Ace was reckless, but he was the kind of warrior who would rather die on his feet than live a life of shame. Just like when he stood up to Blackbeard, he knew he was outmatched. He knew he'd probably lose, but he still stood his ground. Because for Ace, bowing to power meant surrendering his pride as a man. Fans didn't love Ace because he was handsome. They didn't love him because he was the son of the Pirate King, or because he was Luffy's big brother. They loved him because of his heart, because of how he treated people with kindness, with warmth, because of the way he stayed true to what he believed in, even when the world turned against him. Luffy once said that he liked Sabo the most, because Sabo was gentle. Ace, on the other hand, was always throwing himself into danger, trying to shoulder everything alone. But after learning that Sabo had died, Ace started to change. He began softening. He learned how to cook from Makino. He struggled through every hardship alongside his brothers. He worked, suffered, and grew stronger. Not for himself, but for Luffy. He wanted to protect him, wanted to love him even more than before. No matter where Ace went in the world, he would proudly tell people, "I've got the dumbest little brother in the world." He said it like a complaint, but his smile gave it away. He was proud, deeply, genuinely proud. Ace was the son of Gold, Roger, the Pirate King. That bloodline alone was enough to make the world hate him. He was born unloved, unwanted, carrying the sins of a man he never even knew. And for the longest time, Ace didn't understand why he was even alive. Did he deserve to exist? Did his life mean anything at all? That changed the day he met Luffy. The day he met Whitebeard, a man who didn't care about bloodlines, only loyalty. The day he met Yamato, someone who waited and waited for him to come home. For the first time, Ace found people who didn't see him as a curse, but as family. So in that final moment, when Akainu's fist burned straight through his chest, blood pouring, bones shattering, Ace didn't scream. He smiled, because he finally understood. He wasn't alone. He was loved. And if this was how it ended, then he had no regrets. His death wasn't meaningless. Because in the end, Ace had found his answer.